Hi everyone, I'm Lulu from Plants by Lulu and welcome on my channel. Today I'm going to show you some updates of my plants and where they stand. The sound can be different because I'm using the sound on my camera and not my microphone, because my microphone is sent away for maintenance. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and let's go! Okay, we're starting here. We have this plant here, which I talked about. I have seen this plant in garden centers multiple times, and I have really inspected them. And there was also a time where I saw him wrapped in plastic, and I just want to say, yes, he would be fuller, but he wouldn't have settled in already. It is also winter, so the new growth would not come out as great. This plant just has kind of character and I really like that about it. Then we have this corner, and as you can see, in this corner is a totally different plant. It's also a type of ficus, and I wanted to kind of copy this vibe, the kind of tree vibe and the hanging vibe. This was a rescue plant, so I got a complete discount. It was in a hydroculture system, so I took it out of the pot. I put it in soil because I really didn't think this type of plant would need that type of system, because it's a hydroculture system that's watering system with a reservoir also. So I didn't think this plant needed it, and so I used it for this plant here, my variegated hibiscus. So I have put this one, I hope you can see it, in the hydroculture system, and I have to say he's doing a lot better than how he would do without it. And I don't need to water him that often, because I really needed to water him every 3 days, and now I have to kind of check on him sporadically, but like water him every week or every 9 days. So I really like this setup. Then on my tie, and I don't know if you already can see it, let me see if we can. There is a new leaf coming, and I did not expect that, because I think he's for 2.5 months like this. So I am so happy, and I did not expect it. Then we have this beauty, and these two leaves are new, and this is the newest leaf. And it is kind of half-half, and you know how I think about that. I don't really like that. But yeah, I'm really glad he's growing. This is the Diffenbachia cutting I took, and that is honestly doing very well. These are the roots. Honestly, they have grown since yesterday, by the way. That's beautiful. And I don't know if you can see it, but this was the leaf that was unrolled at that moment, and this is the newest unfurling leaf. So he is really growing, and I'm very happy with that, because that means he's not dead yet. The update here is that I put my Philodendron deliciosa variegated and my Epipendrum variegata here, because then this side is kind of the variegation side, because there is going to be the Dieffenbachia, the variegated one. So I have this set up right now. In the last 2 weeks I kind of dealt with pests on both. The Monstera has thrips and the Epipremnum has spider bites. So yeah, very fun, but I think they're okay now. Next week is the last control round and then they should be okay. Then we're going to the last 2 updates. I don't know if you can remember, but this is the palm that stood under my camera collection. First, when I removed it there, I wanted to throw him away. And then I saw that he had a lot of new growth and that the growth would be probably very mature, because to give you an example, I don't really like the leaves there in the corner. They are very small. That was how the plant basically started. Only those kind of leaves. But the reason why I bought this plant was because, well, you already kind of can see it in the new leaf, but the way the bigger leaves are. Sometimes you will see this plant in an office or in a very big bright space, and the big leaves are so beautiful, and they're long and they have so much leaf on them, and I really like that. And then the last one is, and that's maybe a surprise because it was a kind of a surprise for me, the last one is this plant, and it is an anthurium. I don't know which one, I have to look that up, but it is an anthurium, and maybe it doesn't really translate on camera because it is so dark outside, but it is kind of the same silveriness as the other plants that are on this table. If I'm getting closer, you can see that it has kind of, no, you cannot. Well, the backs of the plant are kind of pinkish, but yeah. This is my mycons, and I don't know where to put it. I don't want to throw it away, but at this moment I don't have a place where I can put it. Then we have the ficus, which I talked about a lot, and he has 2 growth points. I think I mentioned that in the previous video. If you can kind of see it because the light is terrible, but you see the 2 growth points. So he's finally doing what I want him to do, but I again don't have a place for this one. In the living room there's not really place, because the place where he stood, there is now my hibiscus variegated, and yeah, there is not really a place I think where he can stand comfortably, where he can grow how I want him kind of to grow, as a more bushy kind of plant on a stem, like the more tree-like type. No, and the places where he could probably go, the color scheme doesn't really fit, and that's, as you may know, very important for me. So maybe I will put him somewhere here in the, but for now he is standing on my desk. And then the last update, maybe you can see it already, but the last update is about my Hoya carnosa Crimson Queen. And in, I think, 2 videos ago, I discussed this plant at length, because I compared it to this Hoya. Basically, my thing was, in my head I had a plan that I wanted to throw one away, and it was not gonna be the one above, so it had to be my Carnosa Crimson Queen. I listened to you guys. As you can see, I put them both on the same shelf thingy, shelf construction, and he is happily hanging here. So yeah, I've listened to you guys. I acknowledge that I was kind of a bit maybe dramatic. The thing was, I thought it could not fit together, and now you can see they fit together. And yeah, I see how he will do, and maybe in another 3 years I love them both equally and very much, and because now it's different love. Oh yes, I put my Philodendron Billietier there and my Hoya Chowdang there. So this was the video. If you liked it, hit the subscribe and the like button, and I will see you in the next video. Doei!